Oh, darling. Hello, darling. Oh, how are you, darling? Oh, darling, come on in, darling. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Unless, of course, you're into that type of thing. Oh, darling, dog you. Come on in. Be a dog, would you? Be a doll, would you, and like the stream on your way in, darling. I do want to thank you all for being here this afternoon. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, darling. And I don't take that for granted, darling. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Shout out to everybody watching us on Facebook. If you are not following me on Facebook, please do so at Sixthegoddis on my business page. Don't add the personal page, darling. Please go like and follow my business page, darling, because a sister is trying to rack up on this Facebook bonus, darling. So go ahead and go on a Real Niggas Like Me Facebook page and follow the page. Leave a comment on some of the content. Everybody watching on Facebook, leave a comment. Like the video. Hello, you all. Hope you all are doing amazing today on this good Thursday. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. You're thinking, Six, you said that this video was going to be our polygamy video. But this breaking news came and I felt like it really tied into what we were speaking about yesterday. And I just thought it would be appropriate to go ahead and have this conversation today. So breaking news came out that Dwayne Wade's ex-wife is coming on teenage. That Dwayne Wade's ex-wife has come forward and is saying, hey, this man is exploiting my child for financial gain. Now, this conversation is extremely important because, we went into the conversation the other day, about, the whole thing with being trans and how it affects adults in dating and things like that. And I realized we did not cover how it affects adults that have children that feel this way. Okay. So I thought it was kind of ironic that the next day, this was able to come out. It was like, wow. It was like, okay, this just fits so well. So I wanted to go ahead and do this video today. I want to do this video as a woman. I want to do this video as a mother. I want to do this video as a boy mom. This story is extremely disgusting to me and extremely disturbing to me. I'm extremely disturbed by all of this going on, and I want to have this conversation. It's very important. All right. In my opinion, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are the devil, period. Okay. And I have a lot of people ask me, they be like, Six, why you don't do modeling? Why you don't do acting? I'm like, do y'all think that I could get along with them people for real? Like really thinking to yourself, can I get along with these Hollywood folks? Do y'all know the weird stuff that goes on? I don't have time for that because me, if I was in Hollywood, I would not be able to be at a party or something and see Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle and be like, what up though? How y'all doing? Hey, I would literally be looking at them like, don't talk to me, don't say nothing. I would not speak to about 90% of the people in Hollywood, all that weird ass stuff, okay? I don't care what adults do. What adults do, that's on you. Y'all grown. You're going to do what you want to do. Ain't nobody finna have time to sit and be policing y'all about it. But when it comes to the kids, when it comes to the babies, that's when I get particularly sensitive about it. All right. I'm an OG parent. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. I understand children. I understand the way that their minds work. I understand the way that they make decisions. I get it, especially when it comes to young boys, because that's what I'm raising. So there's so many things that need to be unpacked in this situation. All right. And we're going to go ahead and break it down. Someone says I've lived in Hollywood for years and it's interesting for real. So what I'm going to do is, matter of fact, I might need to switch this over. Let me see. So we're going to start with this just so that we can hear this. Oh, why is this not coming over? Just so that we can hear this from someone with this condition's mouth that's been through this on their own. I want us to go ahead and have a conversation. All right. Let me skip these ads. So we're going to take a look at this video while we are waiting. Now, this is an interview with Tucker Carlson. Please ignore this saltine that we are using to view this with. But, you know, this is one of the most popular interviews, and I want us to talk about it. I want us to talk about it. So let's go ahead and look at this while we're waiting for everyone to get in here. I know I'm on a little bit later than normal. I'm on here a little bit later than normal, but we'll be okay. So I'm going to give people a little second to get in here. And while they do, I am going to go ahead and show this to you. Okay, because I know we spoke yesterday about, you know, people that feel as though they are a different gender and all of the work, time, and money that they take to change their gender. But what we did not speak about is the immense amount of people who transition and then regret it and have to go through a detransitioning phase. And this is actually more popular than we know. All right. Let me also start out by saying this. There is a mental illness called gender dysmorphia, okay? In which it's like body dysmorphia, where someone can be skinny and slim and still think they're fat. I believe there's a level of body dysmorphia where someone can be big and think they thick. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real disorder. So when I be seeing these fat assholes be talking about they thick, I be like, I wonder, do they have body dysmorphia in a way? I wonder if in their mind, because it's getting ridiculous. I be like, wait a minute, like this, I feel they really believe this. Like no one takes it this far if they don't really believe in it. So when I see women be fat as hell and then be dead, look you dead in your eye and be like, yeah, because you know I'm thick. I believe that is also a form of body dysmorphia. Maybe when she look in the mirror, she truly does see a thick woman. Maybe that's what she really sees. Okay. So gender dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, they are very real things. They exist. I'm not here to take that from anyone. However, it is a very small percentage of people that genuinely suffer from a gender dysmorphia condition. And they tend to treat it more as though it is a medical or mental condition, as opposed to just be gallivanting about trying to force who they believe they are on other people. I've noticed that trans people with genuine gender dysmorphia, they don't shove anything down anyone's throat. They don't push it on kids. They don't brag about it. I think that they respect it as a mental illness and let it begin and stop there. All right. So I do understand it is a thing, but most people who are claiming to be trans, they do not have gender dysmorphia. They've never been diagnosed, never been seen, treated for it. It's people who hate themselves and they just want to look in the mirror and see someone else. In my opinion, what it is people who are running for themselves in some type of way. Maybe some type of trauma or something happened in your life where you don't want to look in the mirror and be yourself anymore. Okay. And I understand. So y'all know I have my nickname, which is Six. I don't go by my real name. Okay. And I don't go by my real name for a few reasons. Number one, for safety and privacy reasons. You know, with me having a child in my home, by me being a Black woman who openly is not into divesting, a Black woman who openly promotes to other Black women that we don't need to lay down with others. I could not tell y'all how many men, Caucasian men, that I have write me threatening me. I've had them threaten to grape me, threaten to rob me. Okay. So being a Black woman that I know, those other men typically will go for a Black woman like myself. They tend to like darker skinned, natural, slim women. And so when I'm on the internet saying, you'll never in your life touch this, come near this, that makes them mad. Y'all know they are natural sociopaths, natural narcissists, natural killers, and colonizers. So I'm not in the business of putting my government name out on the internet for my safety and the safety of my child, since I do have a child in my home. Okay. Everybody be like, oh, Six, I love what you say. And y'all don't understand the risks that come with it. When you have people messaging you like, oh, you're going to take this white D, bitch. Yes. Okay. And that is for all the sick stalkers that try to expose my real name because their ego is hurt. I know you're watching this right now because I know you're my number one fan. And so ironic, a lot of them are officers of the law, or I should say ex-officers, because they can't let shit go. And it's so ironic to me that these people who say they're in law, you know, would sit and put myself and my child in danger because of their own male ego. Don't you just love that? So there's a reason why I go by an alias for two reasons. Number one, safety. Number two, I don't like my name. It is a European name. It doesn't fit me. When I say my name, it looks like that doesn't really fit her. And every time I hear my name, I hear it in my mom's voice. Like when someone say my name, I don't hear it in the voice they're saying. I hear it in my mama voice. And for those who don't know, my mama passed in a very painful way. And my mother loved the name. She gave me the name. And I stopped going by the name. Number one, because my nickname just kind of caught on and everyone liked it. And number two, it brought me comfort to not have to hear that anymore. I already hated the damn name. Always hated my name. I already hated it. To me, it's a white girl name. I rebuke that name. And I don't like when people call me the name because I hear my mama voice and it's disturbing to me. Okay. So I understand how someone can want to disconnect themselves from a name or an aesthetic due to a pain. And I believe a lot of trans people have experienced some kind of pain and they are looking for a way to escape from themselves. That is what I truly believe. Okay. I'm going to turn my air down for a second because can anyone tell me why is it hot in November? It is hot. Okay. I am sweating right now. It was hot outside earlier. Like, why is this happening? Is this global warming? Is this the end? Sorry to keep you waiting, darling. So sorry, darling. It's been a long while. I should have left you. Who had a dope beat to step to. Woo! Yeah, it's hot. I feel like the world is ending. It's November. I'm on standby. I got my boots ready to go. I've been boot shopping, coat shopping, and it's giving. I don't need it. I walked outside today. I had warm clothes on, boots. I walked outside, was like, oh my God, I had to go back inside and change. What's going on? Anyway, it's just me. I don't know. Oh, I know it's hot in Florida. If it's this hot here in Georgia, oh, I know it's hella hot in Florida. I know that's where I'm from. Florida got 4 seasons. Hot as fuck, hot as hell, not that hot, and kind of hot. That's the way it goes. You know? Okay, we don't put away the summer clothes. but it's still giving summer weather. Not me with my AC on. Child, let me just go ahead and just continue on the stream. Now, you know what else is hot? Is being healthy and glowing and having a snatched waist. Now, for those of you who know, if you know, you know, I've been juicing, honey. I've been juicing. All right. Juicing has been working wonders for me. My energy is increased. I love to use my juices as a pre-workout. This is alpha juice. Now, I want to explain what alpha juice is because some people be confused. Questions I get asked: is alpha juice Black owned? The answer is yes. It is owned by a wonderful Black couple. They are super dope. Young couple. So every dollar you spend here is going to a young couple starting their lives off. So you can take my money. Number two, I specifically enjoy juicing because I don't like eating cold food. I am not that girl that want to sit down and eat a whole bowl of greens all cold with a sour vinegar dressing on it. I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I have to force myself. I hate it. I hate it here. So I much prefer to throw them greens in a blender or something, a smoothie. And I learned that drinking my fruits and vegetables works a lot better for me. Not saying I don't still eat them, but I feel comfort knowing that I can get what I need in more comfortably and more enjoyably for myself. All right. Alpha juice comes to you in like a silver ball. The juices are still cold, fresh, organic pressed juices ready to go. If you have ever tried to be doing juicing yourself, you will know the fiasco that it is. A good juicer is going to cost you a grip because you need a good one. If you have a crappy, cheap juicer, it takes twice as long. It doesn't juice properly. It leaves out a lot of nutrients. The juicer is expensive. The mess, it is so messy. Then you got to take the whole thing apart, clean it. You got to store it. It's just too many steps. So what Alpha Juice is, they have it packaged, ready to go for us. I keep some in my fridge, some in my freezer. When I'm ready for it, I take it out. If they're in the freezer, I put it in a bowl of cold water for about 20, 30 minutes. It thaws out. I'm ready to go. It saves me from going in the fridge and grabbing some BS I have no business grabbing. When these juices come delivered, ready to go, it makes it so much easier for you to go ahead and get in there and take it and have that comfort with knowing, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Okay. My favorite flavors are Virgo and Georgia Peach, which is what I have right here. Did I get out of Georgia Peach? My bad. Someone say Virgo and Blue Meanie is my favorite. Oh, I love Blue Meanie and Virgo. Virgo is my number one favorite. I told them, I'm like, I need some more Virgo. So we also going to save y'all a few bucks. Hello. We're going to save y'all some money. Use my code SIXGOD for $5 off. Let me put that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat. Hello. Oh my God. Okay. Let me go ahead and pin this for y'all. All right. So let me make sure. Make sure this is pinned, y'all. So this story with Dwayne Wade and his ex-wife has always disturbed me. From when she first lost custody of her children and he first got full custody, I was disturbed from that point. I've never heard Dwayne say that woman was abusive. I've never heard him say that she was a bad mother. I've never heard her say that, oh my God, she's a terrible. I've never heard him say that. So when he got with Gabby and then took those kids full time, I was so thoroughly confused because I'm like, why? Why are you getting full custody of the children? I don't get it. I'm always leery of these situations where you have a high-powered, wealthy athlete and he's going against a normal girl. I never could understand that. And I know that he tried to paint her out to be crazy, and third. And I'm like, ain't no way you married this woman, had 2 kids with this woman for all them years, and she just crazy. It never sat right with me. And the reason why it never sat right with me is mainly because of Gabby. I've never trusted Gabby. I've never trusted her energy. I'm going to say this. This is not going to be popular. This is not proven. This is my opinion and what I think and what I have observed. After some time observing Gabby and Dwayne's relationship, after listening to them talk about their relationship, okay, after recently Dwayne coming forward and basically saying that he has no desire to be the leader and the male in the relationship, and that he enjoys the fact that Gabby is the dominant leader in the relationship, a lot of stuff just started to connect in my head. Okay, now we talked about Nikki Tutorials yesterday, who had been on YouTube for 10 years, was engaged and everything to be married. Before 10 years later, we found out that was really a dude. I think that Gabrielle Union is a man. I'm sorry. I have to say it. I do. I think Gabrielle Union is a man. I think that she is a humongous, bold-faced liar. I think that when she tried to tell us this sob story about why she can't have children and why they had to use a surrogate, something about it don't sit right. This is not proven. This is not, breaking news. This is simply what I think. Okay. Now, what makes me really think that is, what dog in the fight do you have as a woman to take another woman's child and then so aggressively support and push this child into transgenderism? What is it to you? Now, this is fishy. You have a man, Dwayne Wade, who is fruity as the farmer's market. Okay. Dwayne Wade more fruity. When you go in the Chinese farmer's market and they have miles and miles of fresh fruit, that's Dwayne Wade. That nigga got all the fruit. Dwayne Wade don't need alpha juice. He got all the fruit and produce he need. Okay. So let's put 2 and 2 together. So we got a fruity dude that want to be a woman. He left a real natural woman that could have children to get with a woman that can't, and that plays the man role, and that has been the number one factor in Zion or Zaya, whatever, transition. And that Zaya went to Gabby for support when he first felt like he was a she. Something is not adding up here, and it just doesn't sound right to me, and it's giving suspicion. Okay. Again, this is just what I think. This is not proven. This is alleged. This is just what I think. Okay. I'm seeing the signs. All right. Now, let me go ahead and show y'all this video. I want to talk about the issue of detransitioning. So many people try to hype us up that we should just support, and if someone is trans, we should just accept them and we shouldn't say anything. Why is it that we're not allowed to bring up the fact that so many people detransition? Why are we not able to bring up the fact that so many people go get their members cut off and reassigned and whatever, and then they delete themselves because they're going through a mental torture, thinking that a reassignment is going to save them. Then when it doesn't, they're jumping off of bridges. Why are we not allowed to talk about that part? Let's go ahead and look at this.
When I was about 15, I started using Tumblr. I had an eating disorder since I was pretty young. There's a lot of messages that said, if you feel bad about your body, that means you're trans. I was just going through this period of like, I don't like how I'm treated as a cis person. I don't want to be cis because cis means you're uncool and you're
See, weren't we just talking about this? See, and I have not seen this, by the way. I have not seen this interview. I just typed in detransition regrets, and this is the one with the most hits that came up. But this really solidifies what I was already thinking, which is that person is trying to run from something. So he's saying that, oh, I was getting teased and made fun of in this body. So I decided I did not want to be that body anymore. I mean, come on, it makes sense. Cis means natural born male or female. Like, I don't like that cis word. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna call myself a cis woman. Okay. Baby, I'm a woman. I'm not finna cis nothing to appease the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't like that cis shit. I'm not using that. Okay. But that's what it means. That's what it means when they call them that. Okay. But again, that kind of feeds into what I already felt was that you running from something that you can't run from. Let's continue.
privilege and you're an oppressor and you're bad. And I don't want to be that. In that way, I was really incentivized to try to figure out a way to make my voice heard in these communities. And obviously I can't change my race. I can't really change my sexuality. So the only thing left was to start playing around with the gender stuff.
Whoa. I respect the honesty here. Okay. I respect that honesty. Okay. I mean, if you really understand people and humans and the way they work, I mean, this is really not that hard to figure out. That's exactly what it is. That person feels trapped and unhappy with who they are. And instead of figuring out the real problem, you heard him. He's like, I wanted to change my race, my something. Wow. Let's continue. Wow.
So I decided to call myself a demi-girl, which is one of the 40 million genders. And that basically means that I'm mostly a girl, but I'm a little bit not a girl, which is just like, what does that even mean? And then after that, I went to demi-boy. And then after that, I went to gender fluid. And after that, I eventually went to trans boy. But all this took like 2 or 3 years of just going through this repetitive cycle of changing this identity and changing it again. And it was just never enough. There was a lot of hopelessness for a long time, a lot of regret. The feeling of regret was intense.
It's a moving interview, and there's a lot more of it in the episode. Helena joins us on set now. Helena, thanks so much for coming on. There's something so sad about that. First of all, thank you for speaking up, because your voice does matter, I think, in this conversation. But you felt what every young woman I've ever met felt at a certain age, which is uncomfortable with yourself. And it feels like you were exploited at that moment of weakness.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, it's completely normal for not only young girls, but often young boys too, to feel uncomfortable with themselves, uncomfortable with their body. But we have this ideology that is especially prevalent online that says that if you have those feelings, that means you're trans. I mean, there are literally people who say, if you don't even like your voice on a recording, that's a sign of gender dysphoria, and you need to go see a medical professional because you're trans.
Talk about.
Wow. Okay, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. Now, let me say this. When I was growing up, I understood to an extent that gay was a thing. I understood that cross-dressing was a thing. I knew it existed, but it simply was just something that it just wasn't ever a topic. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, were people still gay? Yes. Were people still trans? Yes. But when I was coming up, Black people is, and I'm speaking on Black people because who cares about everybody else, but even Black celebrities who were gay, they were always Black first. Does that make sense? Growing up, we had the Luther Vandrosses, the Shaka Khans, who were gay as all outdoors. Okay, Shaka Khan, Tina Turner don't munch more carpet than Stanley Steamer. But they never led with that. They always led with their talent and their Blackness. And they never led with what they do behind closed doors. That ain't got nothing to do with any of us at all. They never promoted it. They didn't make us think, oh, it's cool. None of that. It just, they kept it in their bedroom. They had a certain level of respect for Black family and Black structure. Someone say, what? Tina Turner, what? Boy, Tina Turner is hella gay. Tina Turner, Shaka Khan, boy, they used to be out there eating each other up. Oh yeah, but you had no idea, right? What do you know? What's love got to do? You know their music. My issue I have with a lot of especially Black, gay, and trans people today is they want to be gay first. They want to talk about their gay identity and trans identity first. F that. We Black first. I don't give a damn you gay, straight, Christian. You better let that Blackness come first. What you do behind closed doors, it got nothing to do with us. Okay? Y'all ain't know that? Do I need to do a tea video for y'all? I love tea, honey. Yes, y'all. Shaka Khan, super gay. Super gay. Tina Turner, super gay. What? Y'all ain't know that? Anyway, child, we'll talk about that another time. But absolutely. But the point is, y'all are shook. Y'all had no idea. All you knew was their good music. And it never stopped them from being who they are. They were still able to do whatever they needed to do. No one bothered them. Okay? I got the tea on the low. We might do that in a whole different video, though, child. I thought y'all knew that. Child. Anyway. So, growing up, I knew it was a thing, but it was never promoted to me. It was never out in the open. It was just never brought up. I was allowed to be a kid and focus on that. No one ever asked me, are you gay or straight? Do you think you're a girl? It just wasn't a thing. It wasn't that my mom hated it or liked it or didn't talk about it or did talk about it. It was more so, it's a thing, but it's not a thing here. It was that simple. And to this day, I'm one of the few women that I know that have never been with another woman. I've never had a threesome. No woman has ever ate me. I've never ate a woman. It just never has been like a thing to me. I've never been like, ooh, I want to lick her coochie. It never was a thing. I don't know. So it disturbs me when you now got drag queens visiting schools to read to kids talking about, I wish that when I was younger, I had someone to talk to me about this. How about we just don't talk about sex with kids at all? There's an idea. How about we let them figure out life? Because it's, as he was saying, whatever, it's complicated enough being a teenager, boy or girl. Puberty, you're awkward, things are weird. The last thing they need is for adults to be around them like, you might be trans. You might be gay. That's the last thing they need. So this young man is admitting that she was simply going through normal teenage changes and that she was exploited and that the adults around her were like, you probably got gender dysmorphia or whatever it's called. That's really interesting. Yep, James Baldwin, super, super duper.
Taking advantage.
Lorraine Hansberry, gay as a day is long. Okay, it was so common, yet they always let their talent and blackness go first because they knew that that is what is important. Because it seemed like every time something happened to a gay black person, where the F do the gay community be? We ain't seen the gay community yet come through for Brittany Griner. Y'all seem to be able to get everybody else canceled and everything else done. But then when it comes to black gays, y'all suddenly don't care. So that's why it's dangerous as a black person to disassociate yourself from your blackness first and put yourself under the rainbow first. Because clearly that rainbow life is very segregated. Because the treatment of white gays and the treatment of black gays are two different things. And we all know it and we all see it. So I suggest that you don't put yourself as that as your leader and your circle. Okay, continue.
People. So how do you, and this is all explained in greater depth in the doc.
Sorry, it's gender dysphoria, not gender dysmorphia. Not me inventing a new word.
Mary, but how do you feel now at 23 looking back on what happened?
I feel honestly grateful for the experience because it's taught me a lot about the world and about myself. But I really feel afraid for these other young girls like myself who they might not be. You know, I consider myself lucky that I was able to get out of it unscarred really medically. But there's so many young people who can't say the same. And psychologically as well. I mean, it's just devastating to, especially from a young age, be lied to by adults at school and by medical professionals and told that your body is wrong. You need to change it. You need to get hormones. You need to get surgeries. That's devastating for a young person. So I'm just really concerned for younger girls and boys like I once was, being led down this path and being hurt by it.
It's a failure of male leadership, of adult leadership, and it does seem like some of the steps are medically irreversible.
Absolutely. I mean, there's all sorts of, you know, the White House actually just put out a chart yesterday that says that some of these steps are reversible or partially reversible, but that's such an oversimplification of the truth. I mean, when you go on a cross-sex hormone, like that's going to give you not just physical changes, but psychological experiences that you can't just act like they never happened. You can't just take it back. And especially with surgeries, you know, a breast implant after a mastectomy is not the same thing as never having your breast taken off in the first place. So there's a lot of young women who are going through that, who had a double mastectomy at 16, 17, 18 years old, or even younger, that happens, who, you know, there's nothing you can really do to put that feeling of oneness and safety in your body back.
It's heartbreaking. I hope people are hearing you with open minds, with tolerance. Are they?
There's a lot of people out there, especially parents, who are really thankful for what I'm saying because they see that their young girl or their young boy is going through this, and the school is telling them, you need to affirm them, they're trans, you need to transition them. All their doctors are telling them, you need to transition them. And these parents, they know that their child should not be having these cosmetic procedures. So there's a lot of parents who are really thankful. There are other young people who are really thankful that I'm saying what I'm saying, but obviously, you know, you have the trans activists and the trans community that exhibits some very unhealthy kind of cult-like dynamics who are really upset about this.
Man, you are so articulate and thoughtful at 23. It's it's remarkable.
Thank you.
People who have suffered like you have sometimes get deeper.
And I would not think that was
learn a lot. Like I said, I learned a lot.
Thank you.
I would not think that was
for talking to us.
Thank you.
Okay, so you know that's very interesting. Okay, thank you, Saltine, for your interview. Thank you, Saltine, Tucker Saltine. That's very, very interesting. Wow. I don't know. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on here. Now, before I do this, I want to show y'all this. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all my theory and my thoughts on what is going on in the Wade household. Okay. All right. This is the theory I came up with. The theory that I come up with is Dwayne left his ex-wife because he did not want to be a man anymore. And she clearly is a natural born woman. She birthed her children. I think he left her because he didn't want to be a man anymore. I think that he got with Gabby because she's really a man. And I think then he was able to play the woman role and be with a man, but it still would not ruin his image publicly, because remember, he was still actively playing ball at the time. And that was during a time where a brother for show could not come out and be openly, openly gay. I think that getting with Gabby was the best of both worlds. It made it look like he won. It made it look like she won. I believe that psychologically he was able to rest in his femininity as he really wanted to. I think he was miserable being a husband and father. Okay, I think he enjoys now being a wife. Okay. Have y'all ever seen Their Nanny? Let me show y'all Their Nanny. I think that it was hella weird that Dwayne and Gabby had a male nanny with long flowing blonde hair. I'm going to show y'all this, and I'm going to let y'all put this 2 and 2 together yourself. Let me show y'all this first. Okay. Now, if you understand the psychology behind grooming children, then you'll understand why predators always are touching the children. Okay. Every single photo you see with this nanny and Zion, he is either very close to him. You see his arm is over here. He's always touching them. Let me see if I can make this bigger for y'all. And with Zaya being the youngest, it seems as though the nanny particularly, look, even here, he's always sitting with Zaya, always has his arms around the children. Now, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, it didn't even show you guys. Dang it. I'm trying to make this bigger. Anyway, hold on. Let me show y'all this. 1 second. And I'm showing this for a reason, because I'm about to show you something else. And I think a lot of stuff is going to make sense after I show you this. 1 second. So I want you to notice the body language. I want you to notice the body language here. Okay. Now, do you see how he's always touching those children or very close to those children in some kind of way? This is a grooming tactic. Okay. First of all, it's weird that you have a male nanny in general. It's giving weird. And then for him to be a male nanny that presents kind of feminine with this long blonde hair is extremely alarming to me. Now, let me show you what else to me. Now, you saw the nanny, right? Now, look at Zaya's boyfriend. So, interestingly enough, this is who Zaya then decides to grow up and get with. Are y'all seeing? Is this just me? Am I the only one that sees this? Is it a coincidence that Zaya's boyfriend, who, by the way, is a girl, this is a white girl, okay? Is it a coincidence that Zaya decides to grow up and get with a partner that looks just like the nanny that he had growing up? Because where did this come from? He has a Black biological mother, a Black stepmother. Where did this desire for these blonde-haired white girls come from? Okay. It's giving too much to be a coincidence for me. It's giving side eye. Okay. So now, let me show you this. Let's look at the article. This article is courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Is it a sister that owns the Jasmine brand? I don't know. Sis, I know you making that bad because you got more ads on your blog than a little bit. God damn. I can't even tell. I'm trying to support sister's content, but God damn, I can't even tell what's part of the article and what's an advertisement. Sis, you got hella advertisement. I need to start me a blog website. All this tea I got. So Dwayne Wade's wife got wind that Dwayne is attempting to, now don't quote me on this specifically because I have not been able to really find a direct answer on if Dwayne Wade is looking to simply change Zaya's name legally, or if Dwayne is trying to change her name and undergo physical changes as well. If somebody in the chat can go ahead and look up some information on what exactly is Dwayne Wade's ex-wife speaking out about. What is she actually coming after him about? Is it the name change, or is it that he is looking to start undergoing physical changes? Because to be honest, let me show you all this before we go into that. I saw a recent photo shoot of Zion, whatever. And his face looked different. Here it is. His face looked different to me. And I was like, am I tripping or does he look, is his face changing? Y'all look at this and tell me what you think. Okay. Let me see. So let's look at, I'm trying to make this, how do I make this bigger? Oh, Jesus. So then it takes me off of there. Can y'all see? Let me see if y'all can see. Can y'all see this okay? Or y'all didn't make me bigger? Dwayne is trying to change the name. Can y'all find out if he's doing just the name, or is he also doing the, physical? So this is the recent photo. Let me pull this up for you. And something about his face here, it don't look like himself. So I'm wondering, are they administering some type of hormone, some type of, why is this doing this? Oh my God, go away. Does his face look different to y'all? Because to me it does. When I saw the photo, I was like, something is giving different, okay? It's strange. Okay, someone says that they're trying to change his birth certificate. Lord. And after we review this article, we're going to talk about women who get with a man that has children and how those women try to cut the mother out. That's going to be the tail end of our discussion, because I can say a whole lot about that. And that's a whole other thing we need to talk about as soon as we go over this article. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's read the article. Again, this is from the Jasmine brand. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Let's take a look. So she is coming out and she's like, hey, enough is enough. This is effing ridiculous. And let's look at how Dwayne responds, because Dwayne's response was extremely telling to me. Okay. Dwayne Wade responds to ex-wife claims that he's exploiting their 15-year-old transgender daughter for financial gain. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children. Dwayne Wade's vacation in the motherland was seemingly interrupted amongst his ex-wife making headlines for accusing him of exploiting their transgender daughter for financial gain. Here they go. I don't know, y'all. Do y'all think Gabby is a man? Because I do. Because Dwayne Wade never said his ex-wife was a bad wife, never said she was a bad mother, never said he didn't love her, never said she was terrible. I truly think he left that woman because he wanted to be with a man. I think Gabby is a man, and that's why he was like, this is my chance. She got money. Everyone thinks she a woman, so nobody will know how I really move, and I can go be my true self. And now that so much time has passed by, now he is slowly, now that times are changing and things are more acceptable, now he's slowly letting all his fruit come out. I always thought that Gabrielle was a beautiful woman back in the day, but recently seeing the way she operate and really now being up on game as an adult as to how evil this bitch is, she's so hideous to me. And I just don't know if it's totally far-fetched to say that that's a dude. I don't know. Again, this is allegedly. This is what I think. But my spidey senses are tingling. Then you give us this sob story about what was her story? Something about how she was attacked, and when she was attacked, it made it so that she can't have kids anymore. Well, damn. What kind of peen did he have? Did he have a 25-inch peen? Like, what kind of peen destroys your woman parts to where you can't ever have kids? You know, who assaulted you? What kind of peen did he had to have a 20-inch peen? What I mean, how does a peen? Yeah, anyway, let's just. Oh my God, someone said baby pictures. Let's Google. Oh, that's a good idea. Everybody Google Gabrielle Union baby pictures with me. Oh my goodness. No. See, when I type in Gabrielle Union baby photos, pictures of Kavia comes up. No. Where is Gabrielle baby picture? Y'all, we might be onto something. Oh my, have we stumbled upon it? Something? There's none. Well, you fuck me in the ass and call me Susie, bitch. I don't see Nan. Hold on, wait, y'all. I want y'all to see this. You see what oh my. Not us cracking the case. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Gabrielle Union baby photos. You see pictures of her with Kavia. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try Gabrielle Union as a baby photo. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. We might be on to something. Oh, nothing. Oh, there's not one photo. Oh, there's not one. Let's try Gabrielle Union as a toddler. There's nothing. Oh my. Somebody find us a picture of Gabrielle Union as a baby. Gabrielle Young pictures. Y'all, I'm gagging right now. Gabrielle Union. What did you Google? What did you Google? Young. Oh my God. My. I think we just went down. I think we just went down a rabbit hole that we shouldn't have went down. I'm getting scared. So there's no baby pictures. There's only a you can't tell if this is a boy or girl, really. Funny, but not funny, haha. Funny, weird. And this is the one photo that it says that she, guys, this is why sometimes you should mind your business. I was kind of joking at first, like, oh, but I am really feeling like, I think we just stumbled upon some shit. So this is the one photo that they said that she shared herself. Where did it go? Where'd the photo go? This is getting weird. Where'd the picture go? Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Where did the photo go? I'm gonna have to show it on here. Someone said, deliver us from Evan. Block them right now. Block them. What is your name? I'm finna block you. Someone say, deliver us from Evan. Shut up. It's not funny though. Gabrielle, you got 24 hours to respond with a baby picture. Not a picture of you at 12 years old wearing shit looking like you could be a girl or a boy. No, Gabrielle, you got 24 hours to show us a baby photo. So this is what comes up. This outfit, the face, the hair, you don't know if this is a boy or a girl, but it leans more towards boy because of the hairline. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I don't like it here. I don't like this here. I want to get out of here. I'm uncomfortable. I don't like this. I have gone too far and I didn't want to know and see all that. And I'm getting out of there right now. I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable. So we're going to just get away from all that. Because what the fuck? Okay. Let's just get out of here because this is too much for me. Let's just get back to the article. Things got real weird, real fast. Be careful what you ask for. If you come out that that's a dude, I want you to remember who said it first. Oh my. Let's just get back to the article because this got dark real fast. So I don't like Dwayne's response to all this. All right. I don't like how you took that woman's children away. I don't like. Okay, let's just look at the response. Let's look at the response. Let's look at the response. Boy, that got weird. Sorry about that, y'all. Wow. That got dark and got weird real fast. So now I want you all to, real quick, before we get into the article, I'm sorry. I just need to make sure we're in the right mind state before we go here. I want you to picture this being a woman. Okay. I want you to, let's go ahead and reverse the roles here. Let's say this was Dwayne Wade's wife. Let's say she left Dwayne, got with a new man. Okay. Or even if she didn't get with a new man, let's say she left him. Let's not even say a new man. Let's say let's say a new man. Yeah, because we got to make it the same. Let's say Dwayne Wade's ex-wife left Dwayne and got with a new man who was very feminine and fruity. Okay. Then told Dwayne that, she's getting full custody, meaning it is now, let me tell y'all about custody with children. Whatever parent is in full custody, that has full custody, basically it's up to them on if and when that child can see the other parent. So imagine she gets full custody. So Dwayne is at her beck and call as far as when he can see his son. And then she starts dressing the boy like a girl, starts changing his name. Let's say her fruity boyfriend starts taking the little boy shopping, buying him girl clothes, and she tell Dwayne that he can't have a say-so in it. Do y'all know the outrage that would come forth? Every man and they daddy and they grandpa would be speaking out in an outrage of, oh, this single mother don't took this boy and cut the father out and is emasculating him, and these goddamn single moms are ruining these children. This would be front page news. Everyone would be enraged. It would be, oh my God, how could you take that child away from their father? Oh, she cut the father out. Now she's emasculating the child. If this was a woman doing this to a man, it would be literal hell to pay. She would not even be able to show her face in public if she would have took Dwayne Wade's son and then done the same thing that he's doing. Okay? So I want you all to think about that as we're reading this, and think about that as we look at Dwayne's response. All right? Let's finally get back to the article here. All right. So this morning, Dwayne took to Instagram to speak out against his ex-wife. Now, how I pronounce this lady name, y'all? Oh, I have ninja abilities. Oh, the ninja. Did y'all just see that? That was giving ninja. Wow, that was some quick reflexes. Hiya. Ooh. Well, I was on my ninja mode right there, boy. Heck no. Well, you can't tell me nothing. Bitch, I'm like Black Sailor Moon. But Sailor Moon wasn't a ninja. So, now y'all help me. How I pronounce this lady name? Siobhan? Somebody help me quickly. Help me quick. How we pronounce this lady name? I don't know, but I think her name is like Siobhan. Oh, Siobhan. Oh, now why do Black people always want to spell something exotic? Why do Black people do that? Why do Black parents can't never just name somebody a normal name? Black parents always got to sit and spell something weird, swearing that they ate. I know she struggled learning how to spell her name in kindergarten. Boy, I know that every time they had a substitute teacher and they was calling roll, I know that the teacher probably was like, CO Vaughn? She probably like here. She probably just stopped correcting them here. Girl. Why would they do that? Anyway, Siobhan. Dwayne Wade took to Instagram to speak out against his ex-wife, Siobhan Funches. Got my neighbor and her husband arguing, child. Hold on. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Ooh, what did he do? What did he do? Ooh, y'all lucky I'm broadcasting. I would have stopped everything I was doing to be nosy and listen. I love listening to people's business. Anyways, continue. So, Siobhan Funches claims that he's attempting to compensate off of their 15-year-old transgender daughter Zaya's name and gender change. Name and gender change. I know this man is not trying to change his child's gender. Putting pause on celebrating his current wife's Gabrielle Union 50th birthday, the former Miami Heat player said, "Since this must be the new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a damn shame. While I'm on a life-changing trip in our motherland, Africa, I've received a social media post about me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not and do something against her will. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children." Look at this. Just this is a disgrace. This is a goddamn shame. Look at this. Look at this. This is so symbolic right here. If this does not give I am living my dreams through my child, I don't know what is. Y'all got matching hair, like, and let me tell y'all, projecting on your children in any way is bad. Like, let me give y'all an example with myself. For me, I got pregnant my senior year of high school. Okay, my senior year, I was pregnant. I graduated high school like 8.5 months pregnant. I waddled across the stage. Okay, I was raising my child and so busy trying to make a living. I never got to like go off to college and live on campus and join a sorority. I never got that experience. So I find myself as a parent really, really wanting my son to go to college. Okay. And I had to stop myself and say, wait a minute. Okay. I can express to my child what I would like for him, what I think would be good and healthy for him, but I cannot project my desires and what I feel like I missed out on and push that on him, and that he gonna be his own man and he gonna be responsible for himself and make his own decisions. And I had to check myself as a parent. Okay. And it's very easy to do that as a parent, to project things you didn't get onto your kids. This situation with Dwayne is more extreme than normal, but it is a thing. Okay. This to me is the perfect symbol of projection of, I wish I could have been openly fruity when I was a kid. So now the minute that your child wants attention or expresses that they're uncomfortable, now you're taking it to this major extreme. All right. While admitting his ex-wife actions were predictable, Dwayne Wade continued, "While none of us are surprised by Siobhan's attempt to fight Zaya's identity and her unwavering attempt to drag my name through the mud, I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of centering herself and her needs without regards to her children. This report came out while Zaya was in class. This is a kid who has maintained a 4.0 GPA in honors classes while navigating all this unsolicited and harmful attention and debates about her gender and sexuality from those who are committed to not listening to her, much less even knowing her. Sir, you so full of shit. This is making me nauseous. This level of manipulation don't work on me. I am unmoved. I am unmoved, unbothered by your very feminine, emotional, shameful response where you still did not address the real problem and you have made yourself the victim. Okay. The only reason why we even know about Zaya and what y'all got going on is because you and your husband have plastered her all over the internet. We did not ask for this. Nobody, not one person, not one soul. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, our daughter is transgender. We didn't ask for that. We didn't ask that. We would have been totally okay never hearing about that. We did not inquire. We were not curious. It was none of our business. We had nothing to do with that at all. And in my opinion, on Dwayne's side, okay, on Dwayne's side, a part of me, again, y'all keep in mind, certain things I'm saying in this stream is things I have observed and what my spidey senses tell me. What I'm getting from Dwayne is two things. I'm getting a major form of guilt, and I'm also getting, like I said before, a form of projection. A part of me feels like Dwayne is guilty about that nanny and whatever may or may not have went down. And I think that he is now overly emphasizing this, oh, she's trans, to negate from the real problem, which is most likely your Caucasian, long blonde haired nanny that you had grooming her for God knows how long. And in your attempt to refuse to acknowledge that that happened, you're like, oh, well, what's wrong with her? She trans. She trans. You cannot. And somebody, matter of fact, someone had wrote me on Instagram the other day and was like, you know, when I first followed you, I saw more content with you and your son. That's why I followed you. I like seeing you being in active motherhood. And I said I had to stop posting my child like that, because as I kept getting bigger and my content got more controversial, I found people saying things about my child or taking his photos and posting it in articles. And I said, for his protection, I've just decided to stop posting him. Sometimes I may post him on my story here and there, but outside of that, I'm not doing that. On top of that, he's a teenage boy. He's in high school. They all have the internet. They have TikTok. I'm not going to be plastering him all on the internet and have people like, oh, your mom was a YouTuber. What is she? It's just too much. Okay. As a parent, you are the keeper and protector of your child. So it's very simple math. If I don't want people taking, because people ain't shit. People don't care if it's a child. People will talk about anybody. All right. So the solution is, if I don't want to deal with people mouth and people exploiting my child, equals I simply will not open him up to the world to be looked at or talked about. Okay. I also understand there's too many creepy, weird people who you could post a picture of your child innocently just sitting there minding their own business and they're whacking off to it on the dark web. Okay. When I be seeing parents that have entire Instagram pages for their infants and their babies, I'm like, you better than me, because I'm not doing that. Okay. It's too many sickos out here and it's just not happening. All right. So I'm already getting red flags when Dwayne is the one that put this on the forefront. Now you're trying to play the victim as though, oh, y'all don't want to get to know her. Boy, please. You knew damn well what people was going to say when you started this little boy off at 12 years old talking about he a girl. Yeah, you knew that. So whenever somebody play the victim when it's their fault, 9 times out of 10, they on that bullshit. 9 times out of 10, okay? Let's continue. Oh, and he's so sassy. He wrote this whole sassy thing. Boy, I can't. Siobhan tried a similar attempt over a decade ago with equally damaging lies and causing irreparable harm to her children. This is triggering for me. Honestly, if I was her, I don't even know if I am mentally strong enough to handle that. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if I'm mentally strong enough to have my child taken away from me. Let's just start there. But to have my child taken away from me and having to mourn the presence of my child, and then you sweep my baby away, give them a fruity male nanny, you marry a dude, you know what I'm saying? Now you got my child. I'm mourning my child because now you're turning him into a girl. That would break me. Okay, I'm not going to hold y'all. That would seriously break me. That would really just be too much for me personally to handle. Let me make this bigger for y'all. Yeah, took both of her kids. Like, that would literally, the idea of that just makes me just, ain't no way. I think I would have just lost my mind. Like, I just feel like I would have had to do something that I probably would have regretted later, but I just would not. You cannot just take my baby from me. I mean, you just cannot. You know what I'm saying? You take my baby, you paint me out to be crazy. And you take both my babies that I grew in my womb and that I gave birth to. I don't know. That everybody got a breaking point. Honestly, that would be mine. She got 2 or 3 sons. I thought she got 2 sons. And how did he get full custody? He got money and she don't. I mean, he's Dwayne Wade. That's how he got custody. Okay. Look, let's continue with the article. This is how he got it. He said, look, 13 lawyers later. Do you know? Let me just grab this battery real quick. Do y'all know how much money and time that goes into hiring 13 lawyers? Okay, I want y'all to understand that when you say, how did he get custody? This is a money game, okay? And the real question is, sir, once again, why are you going to these lengths and extreme? What is the reason why you could not simply do like everybody else and co-parent your child with their mom? What is the reason why you could not have this set up where it's like, okay, I have them half the year, you have them half the year, or something like that? Why did you go out of your way to sit there? And do you know how much it took for me to go through to getting 13 goddamn lawyers? So you go through the process of getting 13 different lawyers, which is an extremely long process in itself. And then you go for sole custody, and then you make her sign some type of NDA where she can't speak on anything. Something is not adding up here. This is not right. It's not normal. Something is fishy. Okay. 13 lawyers later. My God, that is so much effort. 13 lawyers later, I was awarded sole custody of our 2 kids as an active NBA player. All I ever wanted was to have my parenting time uninterrupted, as I knew it would be a very difficult time for our kids to navigate their new normal. So instead of actually trying to co-parent over the years, she's left her home to see more lawyers and has taken the time to talk to more lawyers since I filed for divorce than she's left her home to actually see or have truly spoken and listened to Zaya over all these years. Excuse me, I need to sneeze. Oh my God, excuse me. I've given her the opportunity to reach out to Zaya's teachers, doctors, and therapists over the years, and even meet her friends, so she could get her own understanding of our child's needs for her life. She won't do it. She has not been to a school recital, graduation, school dance, play date, practice, parent-teacher conference, etc. And Zaya has given her every opportunity to try to get to know her. She won't do it. Dwayne and Siobhan tied the note in 2002 and called it quits in 2010. The ex-couple shared 20-year-old son Zaire as well. Dwayne also shares an 8-year-old son, Xavier, with Asia, and a 3-year-old daughter, Kavia, with actress Gabrielle Union. As a woman who claims to be a good Christian mother, oh, please. Oh, please. I smell the manipulation and BS. It is just, that's what's making me sneeze right now. It is so much BS and so much manipulation. Like, I'm allergic. I'm allergic. As a woman who claims to be a good Christian mother, I've yet to see her make any sacrifice or effort to leave her own home to participate in her children's lives in over a decade. Zaya is not that same 3-year-old child anymore, and she's screaming that to the world, but most importantly to her mother. No one in our house would ever force Zaya or any of our children to do anything against their will, much less force an identity on them. This isn't a game for my family and definitely not for Zaya. This is her life. All the while, my wife in our village has been her rock in helping her pick up the pieces after heartbreak after heartbreak. He added, Siobhan has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. So, okay, let's just real quick. All right. I'm so irritated. This irritates me so bad. So you just said that you went through the trouble of getting 13 motherfucking lawyers in order to get sole custody of Zaya. Then in the next breath, you say, all on her own. She didn't want to be involved. Yet I've seen recent pictures of her with Zaya. So it's giving you purposely took them kids from her. It's giving you and that man that you call your wife. It's giving y'all probably are dehumanizing her as a mother, and y'all probably are treating them kids because clearly y'all went through 13 lawyers to gain some type of power and control. All right. Make sure y'all see my alpha juice. Hold on now. Wait a minute. It's giving you and that man you with. It's giving y'all are probably being very facetious and condescending and nasty about her seeing him. I could tell by Gabby energy. Gabby gives me the energy of her being like, she don't need to see that child, this, that, and the third. And if it was my child, I'm not finna go to no other woman like, can I please see my son today? Okay, I'm not doing that pussy ass, hoe ass shit ever. Okay, I'm not going to no other woman asking for my child under any circumstance. And I can tell by the energy that y'all are giving us that Gabrielle is probably a major catalyst into, let's say if Zaya is calling her mom like, Mom, please, I want to see you. I love you. And you're telling us that the mom is like, no, bitch, F you. I ain't coming to see shit. Bye. Come on now. I'm not believing that. You full of shit, period. Now, here go the next. He's so feminine. He talked like a woman. He don't even talk like a man. The type of games he's playing in this article are the type of manipulation games I see women play. He is so feminine. A man would just not respond this way. Matter of fact, a man would not be changing his son's gender to a girl. Let's just go ahead and say that at no damn 15 years old. Let's start there. Here we go with the bullshit. As men, we get a bad rep for not showing up and being absentee fathers. Well, that's not the case here because I'm 10 toes down and I'm still going through the BS. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Dwayne Wade. You're a piece of shit. You're the devil. We see through it. I see these you're purposely using certain trigger words. You are trying to incite society to attack that woman. I see what you're doing. You're pulling out all the stops. My daughter's transgender and I'm trying to support her and she doesn't want to get to know her. And as a man, now all of a sudden it's as a man. You've been a bitch ass nigga this whole time. Now all of a sudden you're talking about as a man, fuck you. You ain't no goddamn man. You're a male. The damn audacity. You don't get the honor of being called no man, especially not no black man, nigga. You a male. Matter of fact, you a bitch. Now here, as a man, we get a bad rap for not showing up. So now you're trying to pay her out to be a deadbeat mother. Nigga, fuck you. We see through the shit. You full of it. You ain't shit. And I'm on her side. You are extorting and exploiting your daughter, son, whatever it is at this point. I will not sit. Man, this is the last few sentences I'm finna read. I'm not finna sit here and have my intelligence insulted and be gaslit like this. I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family. Oh, God, gross. The high road has run out of real estate. My lawyer will be in contact, and best of luck to the 14th lawyer as they try to unravel this book of lies that's been sold to them. Court documents were filed this week by Siobhan, requesting that the court implements an order that would prevent Zaya from legally changing her gender from male to female on her birth certificate until she's 18 years old. Zaya came out as trans back in 2019, and her father has been in full support since then. All right. So even worse is she's not saying that, she doesn't support Zion's decision. Okay. She's not saying that she's not listening to him. She's not saying that she don't care. Okay. She is saying that she thinks that he needs to be 18 first. And I 100% totally agree. Okay. I remember when I was a kid, I changed my mind so many times. I wanted to be a ballerina 1 minute. Then I wanted to be a doctor. Then I wanted to be a lawyer. Like and I would be gung-ho every single time. Then I wanted to play softball. I was like, I know I want to play softball. Play softball for 2 months. I was like, I hate it. I want to do something else. I want to do ballet. I cheer him out 1,000 times. My child do that. 1 minute he'll be like, I want to play football. Never mind. I want to play basketball. Hey, man, I want to cut my hair. Never mind. Them kids don't know what the F they want. Listening to your children is not synonymous with supporting, enabling what they're talking to you about. Your child can come talk to you about anything, as they should. Your child can come talk to you about whatever they need to talk to you about. But them coming and talking to you about something does not in any way, shape, or form mean that you got to hear it and then say, oh, that's how you feel? Well, all right, let's go ahead and get you some hormones, a birth certificate change. And then they came out as trans in 2019. That's only 3 years ago? And you're going to go ahead and start making these changes to change a birth certificate? And is this what Zaya really wants? Because Zaya, you with a girl. You got a peen and you're with someone with a vagina. So are you really thinking that you're a woman? Or are they introducing this idea? Let me tell y'all something else about kids. Especially kids like Zaya. Zaya got a actor stepmother, an athlete daddy, and was taken away from her mom. Okay. What that normally means is that Zaya probably did not get much attention from her parents growing up. Okay. Let me tell y'all something about kids. Kids are the most attention hungry beings on this planet. Okay. Kids love attention. All right. And anytime a child sees something that they can say or do that's going to finally catch the attention of their parent, they'll do it. So now you got Zaya over here talking about, I'm a girl. And now you got Dwayne and Gabby, coddling and, oh, you are? Oh, we're going to support you and help you. Oh, don't worry. We got you. That will make the child, even if that's not what they really want, because they're finally getting the attention, that will make the child be like, yeah, I'm really a girl. And they was mean to me. You better tell them to stop. That very easily can cause Zaya to get the attention that she probably been wanting from her dad, been wanting from her mama. Now you don't plaster this decision all over the internet to where he can't even turn back now if he wanted to. Even if y'all would have kept this private, you don't know what he would have done once his brain fully develops. And to be honest, they talking about they should be able to do it after 18. But I believe if you can't buy a drink, you shouldn't be able to change your gender. So let me get this straight. So I can't, at 18, I can't walk into a liquor store and buy a beer, but I can change my gender? Okay, if you say so. Now, I've talked about this in my Patreon, which, hello, do y'all like today's makeup look? I was doing it in the Patreon, honey. Y'all need to join my Patreon, darling. We be in there I get ready for my live streams, do my makeup, do my hair. We have girl talk. We talk about all type of things. Like today, we're talking about homemaking and how to make homemaking easier. So y'all need to come to Death Row. If you're tired of being fat and ugly, come to Death Row. We are in shape over there. We are eating right. We're sharing recipes. We have movie nights. We have discussions. We getting all the beauty tips. All the tips on how to save money in beauty, honey, it's all there. It's a woman's only Patreon, okay? Yes, it's a woman's only Patreon. And what you need to do is go ahead and come to Death Row, okay? If you need a community of women who are like-minded and supportive, come to the Patreon. The Patreoners are dope. We have a great time. And it's a great time to join in the beginning of the month. And next week, we're starting a new movie and new TV show. And we don't know what that is yet, but we have different shows we watch and we dissect and we learn. We study womanhood intentionally there. So come to the Patreon. We have so much fun. Hey, Patreon is in the house. Hey, Patreon is in the house. So let me tell you about, again, in the Patreon, we talked about this, where as a woman, it is very, very important to tread carefully when you are dealing with a man who has children with another woman. Too many times, this just happens way too much for me, where the dude, they break up, the dude get with a new girl, and now the girl she's insecure. So she wants the father of the child to not speak to or be around the mother of his children. It is too many women that get with a man and then they come in and they purposely drive a wedge in between him and the mother of his child, because 9 times out of 10, they were messing with the man when he was still with the mother of the child, or got with the man very soon after he is no longer with the mother of the child, and she is very unstable and insecure in their relationship. Her worst fear is for him to reconcile and go back to the mother of his children, because she knows the bond they have. So what she does is she puts a wedge there and tries to put a distance in between him and the mother of his child. Now, most strong-minded men would never allow this. Most strong-minded men would be like, bitch, please. You know what I'm saying? That's my child. That's their mama. I'm going to always give her that respect. I have to communicate with her so we can raise our child, period. You got a problem with it, scram. But it's always a weak bitch ass nigga who will allow that to happen and will allow the new woman to come in and say, I don't want your baby mama around. Okay. That's what Gabby gives me. I'd be willing to bet that she, he, whatever it is at this point, because until we see a baby picture or a x-ray at this point, Gabby, I want to see your x-ray. Okay. At this point, Gabby, I want to see the x-ray. So I tell women that when I did date a man that had a child, when it got to that point where he felt like, okay, I want to have you around my children, I said, I need to meet their mom. He was like, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, absolutely not. I will not be around this woman's child unless I have looked her in the eye, woman to woman, and let her know I am not here to replace you, to let her know that as long as your children are around me, I will protect them and care for them as though they are my own, to let her know I will never allow your children to call me mom or think I'm their mom in any way, shape, or form. I will not harm your children. I need to look at you in your eyes. I said, I'll be less than a woman to be sitting up here playing house with you with her kids that y'all know, pregnancy, childbirth, and what that means. Okay. Everyone that's a mother understands, boy, that ain't nothing to play. I don't play around with that. I'm not fucking around when it comes to motherhood. This is why I think Gabby a nigga for real. Because even the most ain't shit bitches I know wouldn't be taking it this far. God damn. You less than a woman if you lay up with some other woman's kids and be playing house and cannot show that woman respect. And I'm going to tell y'all now, if a woman cannot show you respect, she won't show your children respect. Let me also go forward of saying this. Sometimes respect is as simple as staying out of one another's way. Okay, you might have some instances where y'all can't make it work to be cordial. And the respect is my hands off you, your hands off me. Okay, sometimes that is a thing, and sometimes that is how it has to happen. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Fatima. Thank you all for the support. It all goes towards the channel, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. Hold on. What the fuck is that? Oh. What the fuck is that? Okay. Anyway, I'm so sorry, y'all. What the fuck? Yo, PayPal. PayPal is, I'm so done with PayPal. PayPal is so weird. Hold on. What the fuck? Who is that? I hate PayPal. I hate them. They are the worst. Okay, I'll figure that out later. What the hell is it? Anyway. So you're less than a woman, period. All right. Now, I met the girl, and when I met her, it seemed like everything was okay. You know, so I met her. Hey, you know, how you told her my real name, my alias, told her what I do, looked her dead in her eyes, let her know the deal. You know, me and him are dating. You know, we've been dating for a amount of time. You know, I'm getting kind of serious. Get into that place where I'm be around your kids. What's up? I thought everything was cool. Now, later on, I did figure out why he didn't want me to meet her, because I was like, I want to meet her. He was like, I don't think it's a good idea. And she wasn't really an attractive girl. So after I met her, the next weekend, we supposed to get the kids. Oh, we went out of town and we missed our flight back, and we didn't make it back in time. I'm so sorry. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get them next weekend. We was like, okay, all right. You know, I understand things happen. Flights get missed. Cool. The next weekend, oh, they sick. Okay. Oh, they're sick. Oh, they're so sick. Like, I just cannot even let them leave the house. They're so sick. So every weekend, it was something that would come up to why the kids couldn't come with us. And then eventually I caught on. It was me. And I don't think she was happy about him moving on with me. And I think it just stabbed her in her heart. And then he couldn't see his kids anymore. Then she put him on child support. Then I stopped dating men with kids. Anyway, I was so hurt by that. I was like, oh my God, before I got here, you could see your kids anytime. You weren't on child support. That nigga's still on child support to this day. I felt terrible. I said, oh, hell no. I don't want to be with nobody with a baby mama unless you and a baby mama have been broke up for 15 years. And she's 100% over it. I felt terrible. Oh, he was on child support, and hopefully now he can see the kids, but I'm probably sure he had to go to court to do that. But a baby mama don't like to see a man move on with a good-looking woman. Ooh. You know? Then I also stopped dating them because I'm like, why you ain't marry her? You know what I'm saying? You ain't marry her. That means you'll knock me up and won't marry me. I just kind of catch on. Anyway, that's another story. So the point is, Gabrielle, the way she's moving and all this, she going to hell. Okay. Now, I don't know when Gabby gonna get her karma. Matter of fact, no, I can't say that. But anyway, I don't know when she's gonna get her karma, but it's definitely coming because Gabrielle Union, if you see this, you're disgusting. You're the most disgusting type of human being I've ever seen. I am 100% for Siobhan. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Dr. Umar School, that name is so freaking funny to me. Join the Patreon, y'all. It's so good. And there also can I use your content on TikTok? Yeah, you can use this YouTube content, but not the Patreon content. Okay. Yeah, like I'm at that point. My kid 15, so I'm sorry, 14. So you got little kids, baby mamas. To deal with a man's baby mama is 10 times worse than dealing with a woman's baby daddy. Men got too much ego and pride to do certain things, but these bitches ain't shit, and boy, they are weird. And I don't got time because y'all know I slap hoes. Child, Mark Smith, stop this. Okay, I'm going to have a conversation about this real quick. I knew it was but a matter of time before someone was going to say this. The homophobia, transphobia in the Black community, shaking my head. This is a lie. And I'm really tired of Black people being lied on about this because that's not the case. First of all, I want you to understand that there is a certain, this is what a lot of gay people want. Gay people want our support. Okay. Majority of the Black community does not care about what you do in your bedroom. Okay. I'm tired of y'all making the Black community out to be like we the goddamn gay Avengers and we out here just abusing and knocking gay people over the head. It's a lie. We do not be bothering them. We do not, we do, man, ain't nobody bothering them. The problem is y'all want us to support you. The problem is y'all want us to clap for you and sashay and yes, queen you. And bitch, we got bigger problems. It's not even legal for us to be Black yet. And here go the gay people talking about their gay rights. We don't give a fuck. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. It's not even legal for our Black kids to be Black kids. So you think we give a fuck about your big grown ass talking about you gay? Okay, congratulations. Go on about your business. I got other problems. And because we don't clap for you, y'all say we're homophobic. No, the fuck we're not. We're minding our goddamn business and worrying about what matters. Who you sleep with don't matter, sweetie. Okay? I'm not speaking on you. You seem guilty right now. I'm speaking on a situation with a mother that had sex with a man and birthed a child. There's nothing gay about that. I'm not talking about you. Clearly, you feel triggered in some kind of way. The second issue y'all do is y'all go to your fathers who have invested in you your entire life, wiped your ass as a baby, invest in your education to turn you into a man. And I don't care what no one say. Life is cyclical. You get out, you put back. As a parent, 100%, your children are your greatest investment. And you invest in your children so that when you die, your name and your bloodline keep going. So y'all will have your fathers and your mothers sacrifice to raise you, get grown, and then be like, oh, I'm gay. Equals you'll never have an heir, you'll never have grandchildren, and everything that you poured into me stops with me. And you want your dad to be like, I accept it, no problem, immediately. You don't give your dad time to process it, time to wrap his mind around it. But because we don't clap for you when and how you say we're phobic. We ain't scared of you. You scared of yourself. Stop projecting how you feel on us. Black people don't give a fuck about what a gay person is doing. Straight men care about when these gay men try to come on to them. All these gay men on the internet talking about, I like straight men. That makes no sense to me. Long as you mind your business and keep it moving, you good. Like when that, y'all know I'm from Florida. I remember when that incident happened. Let me tell you the perfect example of how y'all play that stupid ass, lying ass, homophobic game and use that stupid ass word and lie on us. When Saucy Santana, there's a strip club in Miami called The Office. It is arguably the most popular strip club in Miami. It used to be KOD. I don't even think KOD is still around. Saucy, now the strip club, The Office, is an environment to go see women. So we would assume that the people patronizing the business are there to see women. A strip club, a straight strip club, is a safe haven for heterosexual men to see beautiful women with nice bodies running around, willing to do whatever they say and look good and shut up. It is a safe place. Saucy Santana then comes in there with his pants down his ass and his thong showing, standing up in front of all these straight men in their space, twerking and popping pussy. That's disrespectful. Then, when the nigga didn't say nothing to him, they did not say anything, they didn't say shit to him. He ends up starting with the niggas. You disrespect them by coming in their space, shaking your man booty. They paid their money to be in here. This is not the place for that. And then he starts with them. They start shooting. And then he come out and say, they were homophobic. They just didn't want me there because I'm gay. I'm tired of that stupid ass game y'all play. It's dangerous and we ain't falling for it. I'm unmoved. Find you someone who don't know any better, sweetie. Stop that. Black community, homophobic, stop. I want you to also respect the fact, okay? And let's say you had a Jewish person that survived the Holocaust, and then you were like, you want to go to the museum and see these gas chambers? Fuck no. I got PTSD of the gas chamber. I want you to understand that bending black men over and fucking them in the ass in front of their women and children was a tactic used to dehumanize our men for hundreds of years. So excuse me if black men are not happy and clapping at the idea of you getting fucked in your ass. So the point is, Gabrielle Union is a terrible human being. Women, y'all got to learn how to stay the F out of another woman's pussy. Okay? If she was pregnant with them kids, she gave birth to them kids, your best bet is to stay out of it. Motherhood is extremely sacred. There's a reason why to become a mother, it takes the penetration of your body. It takes pretty much like a blood sacrifice. It's a reason why your life is in danger every time you do it. Motherhood ain't nothing you want to play with. Okay? So I suggest to you ladies out there, don't start dating no man and he tell you about how his baby mama be tripping and so you get in there trying to be the middleman in between, delegating between him and their children. Be a woman and stay out of it. Okay? And 9 times out of 10, if you cannot be on those terms where you can meet that woman, look her in the eye and shake her hand, then that's probably going to be an unhealthy situation. And you honestly don't even need to be in it. Okay. I am very happy to see that Siobhan is standing up. Siobhan, if you see this, if there's any way that you can come forward and speak, I know that they got you under paperwork, but if there's any way that you can come forward and say something, you know, I would love to have you. I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to know, how can we help? Because I think that the only way to counteract this is if Dwayne is out here pretty much using those code words to sick society on you. I think that you're going to need the same level of support on your side as well. If you see this, if there's anything that we can do, we can sign something, make a phone call, write a letter. We support your decision 100%. I am so glad that you're being the real parent in this situation. And I love that you're saying, listen, she can do it, but when she turned 18, I'm not going to allow my child. Think about where all of us would be if our parents allowed us to make life-changing decisions when we were 13, 14 years old. And Dwayne Wade is so busy trying to live through his son that you don't know the resentment. Y'all, mark my words. Mark my words, the level of resentment that that boy is going to have for Dwayne when it's all said and done, when that boy is grown and he got all them demons and voices manifesting inside of him. Mark my words, Dwayne, right now it's all funny and cute. Right now you're living vicariously. From what I hear is he's in the works of trying to get Zaya some type of work as a Disney princess. Now, some people would say, oh, well, I don't believe that he doing it to exploit her for money because he already have money. Let me tell y'all something right now. The main professions at risk of going broke are basketball players and actors. Most actors, most athletes go broke after retirement. Nobody is. When the last time we seen Gabrielle Union in a relevant movie? Never. Okay, it's been years. Y'all put in the chat. When is the last time that Gabrielle Union was in a relevant movie or TV show? Let me think. I'm trying to really think. Y'all help me out. When the last time you seen Gabby in a relevant TV show or movie? When the last time she had a job? Help me, y'all. I can't think. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like, when the last time we seen her work? Okay. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, someone say being Mary Jane. You right. That was the last time, and that was years ago. When the last time Dwayne Wayne touched a basketball on the court? Thank you for the super chat, Kay Cooper, showing some love. And please, y'all, order the apple juices. I have lost weight, skin looks better, and my gut is moving well. Period. People think I be capping promoting alpha juice, like, oh, you just saying that to make money. I be like, bitch, I'm dead serious. This shit is the shit. You know what I'm saying? People think I be promoting it just to promote it. I'm like, it's delicious and it works and it's so easy. You know what I'm saying? It's super, super easy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Leticia. Leticia says, Six, they don't even know what the definition of phobia means. They just keep using the term inaccurately to deflect from the issues they have within their communities, which is to prey on children. Period. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's cut the bullshit. Someone say love and basketball. Shut up. Yeah, being Mary Jane, that was it. And you ain't made no money from being Mary Jane. Okay. Someone said the best man. Someone say Birth of a Nation. Y'all shut up. Man, what is wrong with y'all? I am done. So the point is, please don't think that, oh, Gabrielle and Dwayne would never extort and exploit their child for financial gain. Yes, they would. They both are at high risk of being broke. And this is the problem. When you're in Hollywood, as long as they are, then you retire, you get accustomed to a certain lifestyle. Now, they might have enough money for the average person like me and you to retire off of, would be great. But I want you to understand, they are accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And when you're in those social circles, there is so much pressure to keep up. And I have seen this all the time, which is why I decided to be a minimalist, keep my life to a minimum. I'm not buying into that because you do it once, you got to do it twice. When you get this season, you got to get next season. It is a slippery slope. I have seen people go through torture because they put themselves in certain situations around certain people, certain lifestyles, that their worst fear is having to come forward and tell these same people, I ain't got it like that. And they will go to extreme lengths to keep up with what they've become accustomed to and the people around them have become accustomed to. So it is not this crazy, far-fetched idea that Dwayne and Gabrielle would need to be exploiting Zaya for money, especially if it's true that she in the works with Disney. Do you imagine the bag Disney going to be willing to put out to have a masculine athlete like Dwayne Wade's black son plastered all over the world as a girl? That's gold for them and their agendas. So please don't ever get too big for your britches and feel like, oh, they don't need to do that. They got money. Yes, the fuck they do. Them lifestyles ain't nothing to play with. And I want you to understand the way them lifestyles work. If you've ever gone to like a vacation or dinner with rich people, you know what they do? When the bill comes, they put their credit cards in a hat. And whoever card get picked got to pay. That bill be $4,000-$5,000. Boy, it couldn't be me. Bitch, if it was me and they would have passed that hat around, bitch, I would have been putting my goddamn they would have passed that hat around like, everybody put your card in. Bitch, I would have been putting an apology Hallmark card in that hat. My apologies, because I can't afford no $4,000 dinner. Bitch, only card you would have got from me is a sorry card. Sorry, can't afford it. Bitch, that would have been everybody over their credit card in there. Bitch, me with a Hallmark card is all you would have got from me. Because, boy, okay? And I've seen people want to keep up with certain groups of people. And then the bill comes, you go to dinner. Oh, they don't buy wine and champagne by the glass. They buy the bottle. They just buy a whole bunch of shit. Get whatever they want, then somebody pay at the end. That's how rich people move. So I want y'all to understand moving in those circles. Somebody say Costco card. Get off my live stream. Woo! Get off my live stream. Somebody say a thank you for getting a thank you for dinner card. Somebody said he put the Kroger card. Oh my God. Woo. Somebody said he put in their library card. Oh. The Goddess gang is undefeated. If y'all ain't noticed, somebody said an EBT card. I'm finna get off this live stream. I'm not dealing with y'all. Okay. I'm finna get off. I'm finna get off here. I'm done with this stream. I am done with y'all. I cannot stand y'all. Y'all is a fool. Okay. Y'all get on my nerves. Something is wrong with y'all. I'm done. Y'all got me over here. I'm crying. So the point is this ain't it. I am so glad for Siobhan for finally stepping up and protecting her child. Oh, I don't like how that sounded. I'm not saying it like finally, like she ain't step up for her child before. I'm just saying that at some point, enough is enough. It was one thing when you wanted to put him on some makeup and a wig, okay. But now you're trying to take this to a political level. Now you're trying to change birth certificates and all that. I'm glad that she is stepping in to finally say, you know what? Enough is enough. Let me go ahead and file and, deal with courts. I pray that she's able to fight this, even though I don't feel confident in it, because I know what Dwayne is doing and I know the angle he is going to try to press with this to get favor in the situation. Okay. Ladies, you all have to learn to stay out of other women's wombs and stay out of other women's business when it comes to their kids. It is inappropriate for you to be, Dwayne was saying that, we let her know as a courtesy. That kind of language right there tells me that it's him on the bullshit. What the fuck do you mean? You letting me know that you're changing my child's gender as a courtesy? A courtesy? Courtesy this courtesy my uterus that I carried that child in. You crazy as hell. Talking about we told her as a courtesy, as though you doing me a favor, nigga. I birthed these children, nigga. The fuck wrong with you? Talking about a courtesy, nigga. I had them children as a courtesy for you because I could have flushed them down the toilet like every other woman do. Talking about you let her know as a courtesy. This is ridiculous. I am praying that she's able to prevail in this. I am praying that she's able to save her child, you know. And I saw somebody had mentioned like Magic Johnson, and I agree. Magic Johnson's child is fruity, and Magic Johnson did not allow him to do all that till he was 18. Okay. One of my best friends is a butch lesbian, and she told me that when she was a teenager, she told her mom that, you know, she wanted to go that direction. Her mom, she said she wanted to cut her, she wanted to shave her head. And she said that her mama was like, okay, you can shave your head when you turn 18. Period. As long as that child is under 18, it is your job as a parent to make those decisions because their brain is not capable of thinking long term like that. Okay. So understand that. I pray for that sister. I pray for those kids. You know, I specifically feel for Siobhan because I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't think I could have handled this. To have my child taken away and having to sit back while they're turning to a girl would have sent me beyond. So, you know, I'm praying for that sister. I need you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thank you for all the cash apps. Thank you for all the super chats. I hope y'all enjoyed this stream, and I will see you all on the next one.